How to be successful in old school RuneScape. Looking up successful, it means accomplishing an aim or purpose. The focus should be on a successful outcome. Similar, fortunate, lucky, victorious. Over my 15 years of playing experience, I want to go ahead and show you guys tons of tips to be successful in old school RuneScape. Whether you play a regular account, Ironman, maybe even an Ultimate Ironman, if you play casually or all the time, today I'm going to be giving you everything that I've learned in order to be quote unquote successful at the game. The first thing is to be very consistent with the game. Try and play it as often as you can, and don't worry about rushing anything. Slow and steady wins the race. The more you kind of log in and get to play and learn everything about the game, the better you will obviously become and the more successful you will become. Now, whether that success is getting a ton of GP and buying an item, or maybe getting a max cape, it all depends on you. Now, my first tip is going to be setting a ton of goals, having yourself a low, a medium, a high, and a very high end goal to go ahead and achieve, right? So say you just started a brand new account, maybe the easy kind of goal you can go ahead and accomplish is getting your first quest out of the way, right? Maybe a medium term goal would be getting like a level 50 skill. A high term goal would maybe be getting, Barrow's gloves, and then a very high end goal would be getting something like a quest cape, or maybe even a 99, or even the max cape. You got to set tons of different types of goals though, not just I'm gonna max, or you will definitely burn out of the game and you won't want to go ahead and learn anything. Next, you're going to want to educate yourself on pretty much anything in the game, whether that be watching YouTube videos, looking up on the wiki, whatever it might be, to try and teach yourself different tips and tricks about the game. This has helped me so much. I always have a wiki page open on my other monitor in case I need to look something up, whether that be an item, how to do a certain quest, how to get a certain random item to do a quest. It's very helpful to always be educating yourself about the game. And 15 years later, there are still things that I need to look up every single day. So use the tools and resources we have, like the wiki, YouTube, whatever, even Twitch or whatever it might be. Using all the resources that we have can actually educate you, and you can become better at the game this way. Now, I know a lot of people are not going to like the next one, but you're going to have to do quests and achievement diaries someday. So I recommend you do them when you can, and when you get the unlocks for them, go ahead and complete them right away. You will get to unlock new areas, unlock new set effects. The achievement diaries are super handy to go ahead and get knocked out of the way. You'll also get a bunch of experience lamps, and you can use them on skills you may not like. And just knocking out all the quests is super useful for your account. You can unlock money making methods this way, unlock brand new areas to go ahead and explore, new creatures to kill with Slayer. Highly recommend you go ahead and do this. I also recommend you train your skills rounded. Now, what I mean by this is you get, say, 50 plus all, then get 60 plus all, 70 plus all the way up to 90, and then 99, obviously. Now, this will make you kind of train all of your different skills at a rounded level. Now, I've never actually played the game like this besides for this account right here, my Ironman, and this honestly really motivates you to just keep pushing your skills and getting to know so much knowledge about the game and kind of be successful throughout the whole board rather than just a master of one single skill. I've always rushed 99s when playing RuneScape, especially main accounts. You make a ton of money. It's really easy to just say get 99 cooking or 99 crafting when you have enough money to go ahead and do so. But really, you're not learning too much about the game when you're just doing one skill for, 100 plus hours and then moving on to the next skill, right? You kind of, when you finish a 99 like that, you kind of really don't know what to do. And to enjoy the game a lot more and kind of just overall better your skills, train them all at kind of the same pace, and then you can kind of never really get burnt out this way, and always be training tons of different skills, right? And always be doing like the farming at the same time as well, right? Because you never want to forget about that farming skill. The next tip is going to be try and make your GP, your money, while training skills. Now, I know this isn't going to be the fastest ways ever, like you could just be doing raids or bossing and making a lot more money this way, or even PKing if you're good at it, but try and make your money while skilling or while even training Slayer, right? You can make a ton of money with farming and rune crafting and Slayer, and you can make a little bit of money here with mining, woodcutting, and fishing, and whatever that might be, right? But if you make your money while kind of progressing your account at the same time, you're knocking two birds down with one stone. People always ask me about these really weird money-making methods like collecting secondary ingredients or making unfinished potions, all these random weird ways of making money. And yes, you can make a decent amount of money doing so, but you're also wasting an hour that you could have been gaining experience. Now, let me put it this way. Say you make 500k GP an hour making unfinished potions, you're not really gaining any experience, but you did say make 500k cash that hour. Now, say instead you went mining and you made 250k GP an hour, but you also gained 40k mining experience, right? You're getting half the money, but you're also gaining experience, right? So you're actually progressing your account at the exact same time. So like I said, try and make money while training your skills and leveling up as much as you can, right? Like, I know you're not going to make a ton of money training construction or whatever that might be, herblore or whatever, but try your best to always be making money while progressing your account, right? Don't really go out of the way too much to make money other methods. Now, go ahead and enjoy a raid every now and then, but these kind of niche money making methods aren't really the best for your account, right? You might be able to make a ton of money, but you're also wasting a lot of time that you could be gaining precious experience. Now, the next one here might be a little bit controversial. I don't really want to say to use an alt account, but I do recommend playing 2 accounts to become successful at old school RuneScape. Now, this can mean playing an Ironman and a main account, playing 2 Ironman accounts, maybe playing a group Ironman but by yourself. Playing 2 accounts really teaches you to kind of value different skills, right? So you could be training an AFK skill on one account and really highly active on one account. You could be questing, maybe training Hunter, Slayer, whatever that might be, even bossing on another account while AFKing on the side. This actually teaches you a ton. You get to do kind of twice the amount of things at the exact same time, right? And say you're playing your Ironman account on the side, he could be doing something AFK like fishing or mining, and on your main account you could be finishing a quest to get ready for the raid, right? Or getting yourself ready to get a 99 or whatever that might be, right? You could be kind of doubling your progress at the very same time. Now, I know this isn't for everyone, and it won't really genuinely make one account more successful unless you are alting, but it can just better your knowledge at the game because you're going to be doing 2 things at once and kind of get to be better at both of them over time, right? Now, the next one is by playing an Ironman account, you will become successful at the game, and I promise you this. Ironman account really makes you go out of the way to do everything. It is honestly by far my favorite way to play the game. If you want an item, you have to get it from scratch, how the game intended you to get it. You're not going to go ahead and make money and then go to the Grand Exchange and buy it. I think that's kind of why I don't like the money-making methods where you don't gain experience, because I don't really see the value in it as much because I've played Iron Man for so long. Just by playing this Ironman account for the past 5 years, I've probably 4 or 5 times the knowledge that I have about this game, just because there's so many parts of this game that you've never really even touched before playing an Ironman account, right? Like you making a pie, a recipe for a pie, right? Like on a main account, you wouldn't even think twice about it. You would just walk up to the Grand Exchange and buy that pie, that red berry pie, to complete the Knight Sword quest. But as an Ironman, how do I make this pie, right? You gotta literally make the pie from scratch, get all the materials the way the game intended you to go ahead and get them, and you just learn so much. And this is a really good way to end up being successful at the game, because a lot of the things now I don't even think twice about. I just already know how or where to get them. Now, that might be some basic knowledge, right? But even something like bossing, right? I recently just finished General Gardor and got myself the full Bandos outfit, right? I would never go and kill Bandos on a main account because I could just make money and buy the armor itself, right? You're not going to make a whole lot of money at Bandos unless you're super lucky or doing it in a group, right? But an Ironman account, I wanted the actual Bando's armor. I didn't really care about getting the other drops or whatever that might be, and to get the Bando's armor, the only way of getting it is by killing the boss. So I had to go out of my way, learn the General Gardor boss, and get the Bando's armor myself. And by the time I finished it, I learned Bandos. I could get 4 to 6 kill trips. I learned everything about the boss, how to kill it more efficiently, how to, preserve food, how to prayer switch better, and I got to learn that piece of content rather than just going to the Grand Exchange and buying it. Now, you can kind of see how Ironman can teach you so much about the game, because every little piece of the game you have to do yourself from scratch, and that really makes you successful at the game. I played Runescape for 14 years, and I mean, Runescape 3, I can easily kill General Gardor, but I've never really killed it before, right? Solo anyways. I used to do it with my friends back in the day, but I've never really been able to solo it unless I was getting maybe 1 kill trips and, chugging Ceridome and Bruise the whole time. But I actually learned the piece of content, was able to get over it, and finally accomplish it, and it's such a great feeling. Another tip to be successful is to try all types of content on the game. Now, I know all content isn't going to be for everyone. I know there's some types of content that people just don't like. For me, the Sepulcher agility course, I just could not ever learn that. I really tried. I spent like a week trying to learn it. I was able to get it down a couple of times, but not consistently over time. Another one was the Gauntlet I just learned. That took me a good solid 2 weeks to go ahead and learn, but I was really persistent at it, and I just kept going and going and going and trying it, and eventually I was able to do it. I've always been a skiller, not a killer, and I set myself a goal this year to actually kind of become a quote-unquote PVMer and to better myself at the game, right? Dip your toes into brand new content that you've never tried before. Even like if Jagex makes a new boss, go ahead and try it. If Jagex makes a new skill, go ahead and try it. The Wilderness rework just happened, and I'm really excited to go ahead and try the bosses there. I just kind of want to wait till the update dies down a little bit, and there'll be a little bit less PKers in there, and then I can go ahead and try it myself. Yeah, dip your toes into brand new content, and there's no way to actually learn it without trying it yourself. And you can watch a million videos on how to kill a boss, but you're not going to really know how to do it until you actually do it yourself. And that's something that takes a long time to learn, but that's how you become successful at the game. Now, I know you guys have heard this one all a million times, but do your daily activities, do your farm runs, do your herb runs, tree runs, do your birdhouse runs, battle staff runs, rune shop runs, whatever that might be. This little 5 to 10 to 15 minutes of daily activities can actually really add up to be so much in the end, and it's actually shocking how much you can get from doing these small little activities that just take a small amount of time each day. I pretty much got myself from, we'll say, 85 to 99 hunter doing birdhouse runs. I did do a little bit of herbivores here and there, but just a little extra effort that you put into doing something like a daily can add up to so much. If you're a main account, doing that 5-minute herb run can net you 300-400 KGP depending on the type of herb that you are farming. But just that 5 minutes, there's really no other moneymaker like it in the game. If you were to say pick herbs for a whole hour, you're gonna be making 30 million. Like, it's crazy. Just do that extra 5 minutes or 10 minutes, however your daily kind of cycle goes. Make sure you do that to actually be successful with the game, and make sure you're consistent with it. Don't just do it once and then never do it again. Be consistent with it. And my last tip to be successful at old school RuneScape is to actually enjoy the game. If you aren't enjoying the game, then there's no way you're going to be successful. And that's kind of with anything in life, right? You're not going to really want to get better and be successful at something if you're not enjoying it. So make sure you are enjoying it, right? And if that means AFKing all of your skills, because that's the way you like to play the game, then that means AFK all your skills. And if you want to be high focused and use tick manipulation and all that, and if that's what you find fun, then do that to be successful. Don't force yourself to do anything. Don't force yourself to go out of the way to get this quest done. If you don't want to do it, you could, do it later or never do it. It doesn't really matter, but make sure you enjoy the game to be successful. If you're not enjoying the game, then yeah, there's no way you're going to be successful at it, right? Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the entire video today. If you went ahead and watched the whole video, go ahead and comment 94 down in the comments below. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much, and I will catch you in the next one. See ya later.